All right, so President Trump is touting his administration's accomplishments in his first 100 days in office. At this rally in Michigan, he boasted about the, quote, profound change he's made in Washington.
We're here tonight in the heartland of our nation to celebrate the most successful first 100 days of any administration in the history of our country. We've just gotten started. You haven't even seen anything yet.
CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand has more on this. She joins us now from the White House. Hey there, Natalie. Good morning to you. We know Donald Trump loves a rally. So what stuck out to you most from last night?
Good morning, Errol. Well, this was very much like a campaign rally that we saw during last presidential election cycle. And the president even referenced missing being on the campaign trail. This was a mix last night of reminiscing about 2024 and then also touting what the administration views as its biggest accomplishments to date during the first 100 days, including boosting border security, mass deportations, and then also defending the president's tariff policy. As you know, it's no coincidence he returned to Michigan, which is not only a key battleground state, but an automotive hub. And it came on the same day that the administration announced moves to ease the impact of tariffs on the auto industry because, you know, really, it's a group that the president is trying to bring back to the United States, boost manufacturing, but also keep the auto workers and these big car companies happy as, you know, we've seen uncertainty and anxiety created by his tariff policy. Again, the president really taking a victory lap last night, but it comes amid continued uncertainty around the impact of some of his policies and also deep divisions over the policies enacted so far.
And Natalie, the president also sat down with ABC News, and it got contentious at several points. What did he have to say on the economy and tariffs?
Yeah, well, again, he really pushed back against concerns that his tariff policy is impacting the economy and small businesses in particular. You know, we've heard from the small business owners who have expressed their concerns and worries. Here's what the president had to say to ABC's Terry Moran when asked about this.
We had massive tariffs on China, if you remember, in my first term, and we had essentially no inflation, like around 1% inflation, which is like a perfect number. And then when Biden took over, it went through the roof. It went to probably the worst inflation we've ever had.
So your answer to the concern about the tariffs is everything's going to be hunky-dory?
Everything's going to be just fine.
Now, these comments come as we know the administration is trying to make deals with a number of trading partners. But again, the big question is when will the U.S. really begin formal negotiations with China, which faces that 145% tariff. The president, during his speech last night, said that China wants to make a deal. But when he was leaving the White House headed to Michigan, I was out on the South Lawn and asked him, have you spoken to President Xi yet? Is there an update on negotiations? And he said, no update. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But again, the administration really stressing that this is all about bringing manufacturing back to the United States. There's actually remarks set for later today on investing in America to be delivered by the president later this afternoon, Errol.
All right, Natalie Brand at the White House. Thanks for that, Natalie.